helps a miller's daughter after her father makes a false claim to a king that she has what magical ability?
Got it.
Number 5. Goldilocks walked into the home of the 3 bears. What 3 things did she try out that belonged to the bears, each of which yielding 2 non-ideal conditions and 1 perfect? I'm sure we're all relatively familiar with the story. She goes in the bear's home, says, this one's to this one's to this, but this one's just right.
Mm-hmm.
So what 3 things did she try?
A point for each? Or you got to get
Sure.
all 3?
Yeah, 1 point for each. Sure. Number 6. What fairy tale character's name derives from French origins meaning Little Ash Girl?
One more time.
Little Ash Girl in French origin.
What story?
What fairy tale character?
My stomach's growling.
I heard it. Number 7. In a super strange effort to determine a princess's validity, a queen secretly does this overnight test in a fairy tale seen in Hans Christian Andersen's notorious collection.
This is funny because I use this metaphor for myself all the time.
You think you're a princess there?
No, but it's hard for me to say without giving it away. So.
All right. So basically, I'll say this last part. It's done while the princess is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the test happens. Number 8. Speaking of Hans Christian Andersen, what story of his is the inspiration behind Disney's hit movie Frozen?
What is the what? Inspiration?
Which of his stories is the inspiration behind Frozen? Because they are not the same thing at all, but is the inspiration. This one I would never have gotten in a million years, so good luck. Number 9. In the classic tale, The Golden Goose, which apparently is a classic, I never even heard of it.
I've heard of it.
What is it that makes the princess finally laugh, eventually winning her hand for Simpleton?
And that's in The Golden Goose?
Yes. I understand this one's hard because I never even heard of this story, so. But apparently it's one of the classics. All right, this is a way to get a lot of points. There are possible 11 possible points for this one. Provide the setting for the following Disney princess movies.
Oh, jeez.
So where are these supposedly happening? Snow White. So I write these down, Don. You can at least guess. Or don't write them down, I guess.
What's the point of me writing them down if I'm guessing?
So you can guess. Like, I mean, you can probably make an effort.
Oh, you mean they have to be in order?
Well, yeah, they're not all in the same one.
No, but if I just guess Transylvania, I can't just do it for all.
I'm not sure Dracula is a fairy tale.
I don't think so either.
That's why I'm doing poorly.
Okay, so Snow White was number 1. Then Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty. Little Mermaid or Ariel, which that's a guess if I ever had one. I never would have known that. Belle. So Beauty and the Beast.
Do you want countries? Do you want cities? Do you want...
Most of these are going to be countries, except for 2 of them, which I will let you know. All right, next one up is Jasmine. I will take the. I think what they have as a city. I think that's what it primarily is. Mulan. Don, I hope you can at least try to guess that one. I'm looking for the city for Tiana, which is the Princess and the Frog.
Oh, I know that one.
3 more. Rapunzel, which is Tangled. Merida from Brave. And Elsa and Anna. And we will give these guys a little bit of time to work their stuff out and curse me out. All right. Rachel's feeling all right.
Yeah.
And Don and Justin,
She should.
not so much.
She should feel great.
All right, let's go through this. Stories like Alibaba and 40 Thieves are told from the perspective of who? Anybody?
Jafar.
I put
Okay.
the genie.
Hey, those are okay guesses. No, it's actually the character of Shahrazad.
Oh yeah, no.
So basically, what happens in 1001 Nights? It's basically 1001 stories. Because what happens is in the beginning of the book, there's a king, and his wife was unfaithful, so he can never trust women ever again. So he has a new wife every night and then murders them
What the?
the next morning. So because he can't trust women ever again. So what happens is
Kind of like a Ponzi scheme. He's going to run out of women, though.
you know, so what happens is Shahrazad, who is the daughter of his vizier, says, "I'll be the next wife," and then she creates this thing where she tells him stories every night, but she leaves him hanging like a cliffhanger. So he says, "I have to hear the story." So then then basically it's just story after story after story of these cliffhangers that keeps her alive.
It's like a Game of Thrones.
Sure not. Yeah, so Shahrazad creates a scheme to keep herself alive and to keep the king interested every single night.
Gotcha.
So, because
First clunker of a story, and we're down to
Yeah, you're done. Yeah. That's a lot of pressure.
132 nights.
That's a lot of pressure.
all right, number 2 in the tale, the Three Billy Goats Gruff. What kind of character lives under the bridge?
A troll.
That's correct. It is a troll. Did you get that one wrong, Rachel?
No, I had that right.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm guessing we're going to Rachel unless one of you two have it. In Disney's classic Sleeping Beauty, what is her actual name?
This one I'm like, it's either Aurora or Briar Rose.
Okay.
I had Aurora.
Aurora is what I'm looking for. What did you have as your primary answer, Rachel?
Aurora was first.
Okay. So that's correct for you two. For the people listening at home, though, if you did write Briar Rose, I don't know if I can accept that because I said in the Disney classic.
Yeah.
I believe in the on paper, the page stories, like the originals for like the. Actually, I can't remember if it's Hans Christian Andersen or if it's Grimm's Brothers, but their Briar Rose is a name that she's given there, possibly Aurora. But in the movie, she's Princess Aurora.
Right.
Unless I'm mistaken, which I'm sure someone will tell me about it. All right, number 4, Rumpelstiltskin. What special ability did the farmer claim that his daughter, or the miller claim that his daughter had?
Talks to cats.
Excuse me?
Talks to cats.
I thought you said
Meow,
toxic
meow.
ass, and I'm like, what?
I did too.
Oh, no. Talks to cats.
Toxic ass.
Here we are back to Don's morning.
He's never gonna touch my
Don's
daughter.
our toxic ass. All right, did anybody get that?
Spin golden thread?
I will take it. You spin straw into gold.
Oh, I put
will
spin
take
hay
that.
into gold. I knew it was
I'll take
something
it.
like that.
Something like that. It's fine. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, he says that he wants her to get in with the king, so he makes up this ability. And, of course, that's not going to appeal to the king at all,
Right.
So Rumpelstiltskin comes in every night, says, "I'll do it for you." But then eventually he says that you have to give me your firstborn child. And she ends up working
Seems
around
fair.
it. She ends up working around it by guessing his name, which someone spies on, but yes. All right, number 5, Goldilocks walked into the home of 3 bears. What 3 things did she try out? 2 of which being not ideal, 1 being perfect.
Well, I knew porridge for sure.
Porridge is
And
definitely
beds.
one of them. And the beds is also one of them, yes.
It's the in-between one I'm not positive on.
Is it chair?
The chair.
Damn, I
Okay.
guessed a chair.
Did you guess chair?
I did. Like, well, maybe she had to sit down to eat the porridge.
Oh, so
That's
I was like,
right.
I had porridge in bed, and I'm like, I can't remember the third one.
That's right. Porridge, chairs, and bed.
Yeah,
Just,
I wrote that down just before we started. It's
Yeah.
like, well,
but it is possible in trivia night they might ask what the situations were. So the porridge, 1 was too hot,
Yeah.
1 was too cold, and 1 was perfect. The chairs, both of them were too big. And the last one obviously was the baby bear, so it was perfect. And then the beds, the father's was
now
too
she
hard.
broke that chair, didn't she?
She ended
Wasn't
up
she
breaking
like
the
a
chair.
bull in a china shop?
Yeah. And then the beds, the father's bed was too hard, the mother's bed was too soft, and the child's was just right.
Yeah. She's terrible intruder.
Oh, she's a little hellraiser, that one. All right, number 6. What fairy tale character's name means little ash girl?
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Oh.
That was the easiest one on the whole quiz. I got
That one I
immediately.
didn't get.
Yes, Cinderella.
Way to go, Don. You probably almost tied us up, haven't you?
No.
All right, looks like
I said
Rachel had
talks
this
to
one.
cats
Yeah.
for number 4.
Number 7, in a strange effort to determine a princess's validity, a queen secretly does this overnight test.
puts a pea under her mattress.
It is The Princess and the Pea.
Wow.
That's annoying. I was going to guess that.
Because she still woke up, and I always say how I'm such a light sleeper.
Yeah, so apparently only princesses have the sensitivity to feel a pea.
And she had like 7 mattresses.
Because they're so
too.
damn
Oh,
pampered.
there are more than 7.
There were so many mattresses, and she put the pea at the very bottom, and it still bothered her, and she woke
Yeah,
up.
she-
I'm like, that's me when I
Oh,
sleep.
yeah, apparently the queen says, "How'd you sleep, dear?" "Oh, terrible. There was just this little bump in the mattress that kept me up all night." And that meant she was a princess.
I was going to write that, and I'm like, the way the question was worded, I'm like, there's no way that's going to be it.
All right, speaking of Hans
It wasn't Rachel saying, "Oh, I know that one. That's me."
she goes, I talk
That
about
didn't
this all
throw
the
you
time.
off.
No.
All right, number 8, speaking of Hans Christian Andersen, what story of his is the inspiration behind Disney's hit movie Frozen?
Is
Anybody?
it called Ice Queen?
So close. It is the Snow Queen.
Oh.
The Snow Queen.
I was close. I remember them talking about it.
I just heard that yesterday somewhere and didn't listen to it.
That's a bummer.
Couldn't care less.
All right, so the one that I thought was the hardest, because I
Yeah.
never heard of this story ever, in the classic tale, The Golden Goose, what is it that finally makes that princess laugh? Because apparently she was just a kind of a bummer of a human being. And the king offered the first person that can actually make her smile will win her hand. So what happened? Nobody.
I just wrote that he lays an egg.
Well,
I was like, I don't know.
so basically what happens is Simpleton, who is a kind individual, finds a golden goose. Because of his kindness leads to golden goose.
I'm halfway there.
I put the goose,
the goose.
and then I stopped.
I put the goose farts.
Oh, did
I'm
you?
gonna write that too.
So basically what happens is throughout overnight, when he stays overnight somewhere, someone tries to take the goose, and it ends up sticking to them, or they end up sticking to the goose. And then the sister, that person tries to get her off, sticks to the girl, and every time people try to help get these people off him, they stick to him. So as he's walking down the road, he's holding this golden goose with about 7 people attached to it, and that makes the princess finally laugh.
That is pretty fun.
All right, number 10. Provide the setting for the following Disney princess movies. Does anyone have a guess for Snow White?
France.
I put Poland.
No, because Belle's got to be from France.
Yeah, fellas.
Jeff, do you have a guess?
England?
No, it was Germany.
Yeah, I might have gone with her to there, except I knew, I was almost positive Cinderella was Germany.
That's what I
But-
thought too.
But Cinderella, in the earlier question, French origins, if anyone caught that.
I put France for
Yeah, so.
For
all
Cinderella.
right, so Cinderella was the next one, and yes, it is France.
What?
Little Ash Girl in French origins. All right, next one up, Sleeping Beauty.
I also put France.
I put
Jeff-
England.
I went England.
England is correct. Sleeping
Wow.
Beauty is set in England. All right, I would say by far the hardest one in this one, Little Mermaid. Where is Ariel said to live? And it's kind of, does she live there or
Under
off the
the
coast?
sea.
But whatever.
Yeah. Under the sea. I put Italy.
This is really hard.
I
I
No.
put Atlantis.
Oh,
I put
not
Italy
bad.
too.
Really?
The
Yeah,
correct
I wasn't
answer is
sure.
she is set off the coast of Denmark.
Oh.
Oh, I actually did put Netherlands, just not to be
Did you
funny.
really?
Well, because of Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah. All right, next one up, the Beauty and the Beast. Belle is from.
Better be France.
It is France. Belle is France. All right, I'm pretty sure Rachel has this next
Yeah.
one. Where is Jasmine set?
Agrabah,
Agrabah,
or I guess Saudi Arabia.
but it's set in a fictional area called Agrabah, which they do say a million
Oh
times.
yeah,
in that
they
movie.
say that all the time.
All right, Mulan.
Don.
Don, what is it?
China?
There
Yeah.
you go, attaboy.
What if he would have said Mongolia?
I was hoping he wasn't going to say Japan.
No.
All right, Jeff, what do you have for Tiana?
New Orleans.
Nolans.
It's correct. It is New Orleans. Don, did you happen to say United States? Because I will give it to you.
I said Indiana. That was my joke answer.
There you go. All right, Rapunzel. Tangled is set in what country?
I put Netherlands.
Put Germany.
No.
Switzerland.
No! Italy.
That's Italy.
Rapunzel is in Italy, yes.
Oh.
All right. If you would have asked me, probably the easiest one of the lot, Merida.
It's Scotland.
It is Scotland.
I don't know who the heck that is, and I've never seen the movie. So
Merido speaks in a pretty
Strong
heavy.
accent.
Yeah, she
Scottish
sounds like
accent.
a female Sean Connery.
Oh, with